Powered by Riverside FM.
All right, so this week for our Browns Backers interview series, we have the opportunity to talk to Jesse from the Northwest Tucson Browns Backers. Jesse, thanks for joining us. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks, guys. Good to be here.
Yeah, I know everybody's busy, so thanks for taking the time. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about your chapter.
All right, I run the Northwest Tucson Browns Backers Club. There are two clubs in Tucson, Arizona. I have the one on the northwest side. There's another one on the other side of town. They used to be one big club, and the former president had moved back home to Ohio to take care of his family. So we each location drifted to become their own club, and that happens to be mine on the northwest side.
Okay, and when were you guys established? Because it sounds like there was probably the Tucson Backers, and then you guys.
This club has been in Tucson. Forever. I won a barking contest in 1989 at this club.
Nice.
Back before the split. So it's been around that long. My incarnation of the Northwest Side Club has been going since 2009.
Okay, cool. Nice. And what's your guys' numbers? Like, how many members do you have there?
Okay, my club, I've got about 75, give or take. The other club in town is bigger. They have 150, maybe.
Okay, nice. So collectively in Tucson there, we're up over, right around 225 members. So that's pretty solid.
Oh, yeah. Browns fans travel, man. We are everywhere.
We are indeed. And what is the viewing location for the Northwest Tucson Browns Backers?
We're at Native Grill and Wings on the northwest side of town, Cortero and I-10.
Perfect.
Do they put aside like a banquet room for you guys, or is it just kind of open bar and just some chairs around some different TVs?
So they have put us in like a separate room, but we have kind of overflowed that room, so we kind of bleed into the other sections.
Yep. That tends to happen, we find, when we talk to these Browns Backers group. It's like, yeah, well, they give us a spot, but there's a lot more of us than they thought there were.
Yeah, they underestimate the staggering drawing power of the Cleveland Browns.
I know. For some reason, year after year, we just keep following our Browns.
Are you from Cleveland originally, Jesse?
Yeah, I was born in Youngstown originally, so from Northeast
Ohio. When did you move out there?
Sure. My family moved here after the steel mills shut down, so this was the early 80s. I'm from Ohio, but I learned to drive, grew up out here.
Nice. And so we know that, like you said, there's a lot of transplants. The Browns fans definitely travel. And besides the Browns Backers organizations, just being, Browns fans that are all over the place that love to watch Cleveland Browns rain or shine, the Browns Backers groups are involved in a lot of community service, a lot of charity work. So is there anything that you guys are involved with out there in Tucson?
Yes, absolutely. We support our local community food bank. We take some of the money from our raffles, and we do Christmas and Thanksgiving dinner for the community food bank. And then at the end of the year, basically whatever money is left, they get half.
Oh, nice. No, that's awesome. And that's what people, I think just the casual Browns fans don't really understand. Most people have heard of the Browns Backers, but I think most people on the surface just think of it as, it's just a bunch of Browns fans that get together at a bar and watch the game. But there's a lot more to it than that. There's a lot more that you guys do for your communities across the nation and across the world. So, kudos to you guys. We really, really appreciate that. And we know, Browns fans are good people. We're from the Midwest and we like to give back where we can. So again, we appreciate that. But let's kind of turn to football a little bit, Jesse. What are your thoughts on this last week's game against the Seattle Seahawks? What do you guys think about that?
It was a close game on the road in a tough location. We don't have a lot of our starters. I don't love that we lost, but I think they put up a fight. What can you say about it? That 3rd and 3 play at the end. A lot of people say run the ball, but I'm not the coach. I don't have to live or die by those decisions.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair. It is funny. I mean, our whole show is built on stressing out about these things that we literally shouldn't be stressing out about at all, but we do on a weekly basis. So we let the Cleveland Browns dictate our mood in life, and here we are. So
right.
No, but I agree with you. I mean, it was, like you said, hostile environment. We have a lot of injuries. So it's weird because as much as we all wanted them to win the game, it's almost like it's not surprising that we lost.
I mean, honestly, I feel like we owed the universe one after the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we've won a couple close games that we probably had no business winning. So it's about time we got ours.
True.
But no, I mean,
like
so how do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you think the Browns have looked so far this season?
I mean, the one game against Tennessee where I feel like I was watching the team that I was led to believe we would expect, and that game went okay. The rest, dealing with all these other challenges, I feel the front office maybe let us down a little bit by not having a veteran quarterback in the building. I think maybe they could have done more to find another running back. That's, but we're coming up to the trade deadline. Who knows what might happen?
Let me ask you. So you said there was not the team that you were led to believe. Who led you to believe it was different? Like, I guess, what was the narrative? I guess that you guys were hearing out there.
Well, I mean, you just, on paper, we hear that a lot. On paper, we have all this talent, right? We have all these good players.
My favorite phrase in sports.
Right. And so, we have better players than the team that we've seen on the field most of the time. I feel like we can do better.
Do you attribute that to the front office, to the media, to the players of the team?
Coaching?
Well, I mean, I feel like it's on Browns fans to a certain extent because we always assume that this is our year. And when I get any kind of reflection of that from the greater world, be it the media or other fans, it makes me feel validated and like maybe I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So like I said, there was a lot of noise.
That's what I will say. We all kind of just coming into the season. It seems like every year, even when we have looking back in hindsight being 2020, a terrible roster, we're like, yeah, this is going to be a good year. And
I feel like instantly Jesse is calling me down. Like I was on like 10.
Like he brought you back to earth.
He was like, wait a minute, guys, it's just football. It isn't this serious.
Jesse is the calming voice that we did not know we needed.
The voice of reason.
So we
the hero we didn't know we needed.
Yeah. So we really appreciate that, Jesse. We've been fuming the whole first half of our show today, and you've helped calm us down a little bit. But I mean, with that being said, and the fact that we are not GMs, going forward, what do you think we can expect the rest of the season, including this game coming up against the team in your backyard, the Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah, I mean, we could see the return of Josh Dobbs to Cleveland. I think we should have held on to that guy. I feel like having him available to us would be worth more than the 5th round pick that we gave up to send him off. But now he's coming back to town with a very real chance to beat us. And so we'll see what happens. I understand. I hear that Arizona's not a great team. I've heard some say that maybe Youngstown State could beat them. I don't know about all that. I've been led to believe they're not a strong team, and we should win. But we'll see.
Yeah,
that depends on who we've got playing quarterback and maybe even running back.
No, there's good points there. And who knows? Because everybody's talking about PJ Walker not being very good. Like you said, the trade deadline is coming up. So are we going to get another one? Or are we not?
If you were the GM and you had to stress out about this type of thing, who would you, if you could bring in any quarterback, I guess right now, just to kind of tread water here until Deshaun gets back, who would it be?
Well, I mean, I hear a lot of noise that people want Jacoby Brissett back, and I liked him as a quarterback, but I mean, he's backing up a rookie and would cost us draft assets to bring him back. I feel like there are other quarterbacks that are veterans that are out there that wouldn't cost us draft assets. I mean, what's Joe Flacco doing? What's Matt Ryan doing? I mean, he's on TV, but he's said that he would play if someone made the phone call. I hope that we will make the phone call. There are other quarterbacks out there that should be available, and I don't feel like we tried very hard to bring any of them to town.
Well, and even younger than those guys, I mean, I look at like a Carson Wentz who, I mean, he's not good by any stretch of the imagination, but he's got to be better than PJ Walker.
Or maybe make a move for a Jameis Winston.
Right. Yeah, like Jameis Winston, like somebody. Yeah.
There are guys out there that, are not on a team that are maybe better than the guy that we signed. And I will leave it at that.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is frustrating, though, that they're all out there and they're just kind of – some of them are just sitting there literally playing for nobody. And here we are just we're just happy trotting out PJ Walker every week to his 3 turnovers. And not that we have anything against PJ Walker. I mean, on the show, we understand he was put into a terrible situation. He was brought to the team and then immediately told to start, 4 days after he got here. So it's not been an easy road for PJ Walker, and he seems like an okay guy, but he's just not very good at quarterback. And so, we need some help there, and it's distressing that we haven't done something about it. But
can we take a quick step back? So were you guys all together when the Pittsburgh game came on? Were you guys watching that week?
Yeah, that was a tough one, man. We should have won.
What was the reaction, I guess, just in general when Nick Chubb went down?
Oh man, not only do we like him as a player, but he's like the lifeblood, like the driving force of this team and the offense. And just when he went down, it's like the air went out of the room. Really.
Yeah, no, it really was, and I think it was devastating for all Browns fans. I think just to get over the fact that he was hurt, and the realization, he's definitely done for the season after you see the hit, obviously.
I mean,
it took
when
us a
someone like
full
that
week
is
to
that
get
much
over
of a
it.
part of what you do, I mean, that's tough all the way around.
Yeah, but it took us a full week, if not longer, to get over it. We were like, oh, it's just so depressing coming back to the Browns every day knowing that Nick Chubb isn't going to be there.
It's true. I wish it was a bad dream.
Yeah.
That's what I kept saying.
For sure. And so, real quick, back to your guys' chapter here. Do you guys have any events coming up that you guys are looking forward to or that you're putting on?
Like I said, we meet for the games every week. I tend to do a little prize raffle, some announcing, that kind of stuff. We don't usually do a big event until the off season, and we will have our get together usually before the Super Bowl.
Awesome.
So is most of your charity revenue driven just by events during the Browns games, or do you do any other activities, I guess, to try and drive any kind of revenue for that? Or is it pretty much primarily just what you guys collect during the games?
It's primarily during the games. I kind of run this club by myself. There's not an extended staff of people that I can rely on to, call and bother businesses to donate things or, that kind of stuff. I want to get to that point. Yes, we do sell. We have our club T-shirts, and from our website, NW Tucson Browns Backers.com, there is a link to the merch store, and people can go on there and just buy T-shirts, hoodies, coffee cups, that kind of stuff.
Do they wear a lot of hoodies in Arizona?
I have tons, but I rarely get to wear them. I went back to Ohio for a wedding not long ago, and I took all my hoodies because I would finally get to put them on.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh man, no. But listen. So if anybody else out there is kind of thinking about joining a Browns Backers chapter, if they've moved away from Ohio and are looking for those like-minded individuals, what would you say to somebody that's thinking about joining?
Definitely join. Go on clevelandbrowns.com/fans, and they have links to all the fan stuff, including the Browns Backers, the Backer Tracker, where you can go and find a club located near wherever you happen to live. I think we have them in 172 countries or something like that. There's bound to be one close by.
Yeah, I know. I was visiting Ireland earlier this season, and there's I know that there's a Dublin Browns Backers group, but I'm pretty sure there was 3 other ones just in Ireland. And I was like, geez, we're literally everywhere.
Yeah, there's a couple in the UK. There's one in Germany. I mean, all over the place.
Yeah, the Germany one, that one would be a fun one to talk to too. Especially they're starting to get more football games over there, so they'll be excited if the Browns ever make it out that way. But no, listen, Jesse. Hey, it's been fantastic talking to you. I mean, what can we say? You guys, like I said, the Browns Backers are always out there doing great things, not just rooting for the Browns, which is phenomenal in itself, but doing great things for their community. So I'm sure Tucson really appreciates what you do. The food bank out there probably really appreciates what you do. So, we appreciate you being on the show. We loved having you. And we look forward to... And
do you have a score for this week?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask you. That's an important one. What's your score prediction for this week's game?
Let's see. I will say 27-17 Browns.
Nice. I like that.
Book it.
Yeah, if you get it right, we'll have to give you a shout out on our social media. I know the girl from the who do we talk to? Jessica from Seattle Browns Backers last week got the score right, but it was the wrong way. So yeah, so we'll give you a shout out if you get the score right. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Like I said, we know that your time is valuable, so thanks for taking a little bit of it and joining us on the show.
Yeah, sure thing, guys. Have a good day.
Take it easy.
Awesome. Go Browns.
Yes, sir. We are the Northwest Tucson Browns Backers, and you're listening to the Burning River Sportscast. Go Browns.